the way people are teaching jiu-jitsu has changed. Yeah, along with like the instructionals. Now it's a question of, with all the instructionals available, now there's a question of, okay, well, what value add does an instructor give you? So I think that's kind of a positive thing.
I think the instructor gives the value of what the instructor is good at. Like, let's say like your instructor is really good at half guard, but you're not that good at half guard. But you know the instructor is not good at other things, and the other things you can watch instructionals. But the half guard shit you can
all come from
yeah, exactly.
But also the professor is like curating the room. So based on who the instructor is, if they have a room full of killers, you're surrounded by good training partners.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's half of it.
I mean, well, that's a big element. Like, really, I think if you have like an instructor who's not actually that good at teaching, but just is like very good, then they attract a lot of other talent, and then you just sort of get better by osmosis. But I think the one of the big value adds of a good instructor is just, in my opinion, I don't know for other people, is just telling you shit that's dangerous. Where a lot of people don't let you know that, or there'll be like little things where they'll tell you something that they don't explain very well in instructional. So and a good example of this would be, say, the danger to your LCL, which I wish more instructors would tell their students. Number one, every jiu-jitsu student should know like the ligaments of their knee and know something about their own body. And then like the idea that your knee can sort of just like go like bend in like that, or that sometimes you are supporting people basically on one ligament of your knee. It'd be nice if instructors would tell you that. So the big examples of that would be like Gordon Ryan blowing his LCL, going for that Kani Basani. What is it? That guy from Autopes who blew his knee out going for a Matrix. I've popped my LCL, not like completely torn it, but I've popped my LCL twice going for like that sort of old school lasso guard sweep, where there's a lot of.
I popped mine with a lasso guard sweep. Yeah. I pulled to the left and
yeah. And so these are things like they're not going to tell you these in instructionals.
Lachlan does.
Yeah.
Lachlan does right away. He's like, you gotta make sure your knee goes up and down. Yeah. And he brings like this knee structure. I swear to God, he's like, the knee moves like this.
Yeah. So those are useful. Those things about the knees I think are like pretty useful. Or an instructor telling you like, oh yeah, well if you're going against like a lower belt and he taps you, maybe that's a little embarrassing. But if he like, you're going against a lower belt and he breaks you, that's much more embarrassing. If he chokes you unconscious, that's pretty embarrassing too. And by the way, sometimes if you get choked unconscious, you can piss yourself. That would be probably like good information. To know.
Have you been choked unconscious in practice?
I've been choked unconscious a few times, stupidly. Oh, here's another one. This stupid thing they say, there's these dumb things people will say, but they don't qualify their statement. So they'll say like, don't tap the pressure. It was the dumbest thing people ever said. Or one of the dumb things people say in jiu-jitsu, don't tap the pressure. So somebody gets a side mount on you, and they don't tell you, a lot of times it takes a while for an instructor to tell you this, but if they have a side mount on you, they can choke you with it. Like, and it's not about being tough. You're gonna go to sleep. And very few people will tell you this, that, oh yeah, you can put people to sleep with this move. And I've been put to sleep with it twice. The first time I thought was just kind of a fluke, and then it happened to me again, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a real thing. Or I've been caught by like that move, and then the baseball choke thing, the sacrifice baseball choke, I've been caught by that and fell asleep, where you get caught in this baseball choke. By the way, this can happen to you in no-gi. Unlikely, but some guys will do this. You ever see that video, like the one-trick pony?
You shoot for armor.
Yeah. You should like blast that armor.
Yeah, once they do that, I shoot for armor.
Yeah, but they catch you like this, and you're like, oh, I'm passing, and then you pass the guard, and then you're still in this position, then you're like, oh, I'm getting mount, and then they're still spinning, and then you're like, oh, I'm getting back. You're out. Hopefully you didn't piss yourself.